Hello, 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 welcome to Firearms of America, and today we are doing another review of Denier boots. And if you remember the last pair that I have reviewed, that is if you are staying in tune with my channel, I was very impressed. Those were the Coyote military boots. They were fantastic. So let's see what they got whenever it comes to the hiking boots. And this particular pair is their Mountain 600, but not just Mountain 600. This is actually Enduroweave, which is this special material that they use. And I thought that it is not only interesting and innovative what they did with this boot, but also they really look awesome. So I wanted to check them out. So if you are in a rush and don't have time to watch the whole review, let me tell you, they are definitely true to the size. They fit great. They are very light. Overall, I have, a good impression about these boots. You can, go ahead and buy them. The link is in the description below. But I recommend you to stick around because you might change your mind, you might find something else. So let's get into it. This particular review is gonna be for our Ultimate Survival Boot section. That means it's gonna be a little bit harsher than your typical hiking boot reviews, because we demand not only the features of a hiking boot, but overall a survival boot. So plenty of different features. So the very first criteria that we're gonna talk about is walking, running length of wearing and overall comfort level. So the test that I've done was a 5-mile walk, 3-mile run, and overall wearing without taking them off for about 7 hours. They are very comfortable. They come with the OrthoLite inner sole, which is very comfortable. If you know what OrthoLite is, it is that jelly, very nice jelly type of material that they use for the inner soles, which really adds up to the comfort. It sort of wraps around, not really wraps around, but shapes to the bottom of your feet, and it feels really good. And of course it helps with the impact whenever you're walking, whenever you're running. So it was pretty good. Now the bottom sole is pretty tough. It is flexible, but honestly, for how thin it is, I would expect it to be a little bit more flexible. Nevertheless, it's still pretty easy to run in these boots, definitely easy to walk, but pretty easy to run in them as well. And they are very light, so they feel extremely light. The only thing that I was not a big fan of whenever it comes to running in these boots is, for some reason, the way they are designed, this part right here, it just keeps rubbing on your shins. So if you're getting these boots, I would recommend getting a good pair of tall socks, something to protect you from this rubbing here, because this area right here in general just does not feel good rubbing on your skin. Other than that, no complaints in the department. Overall, very comfortable, very light, so pretty good. Number 2 is the stuff proof. Now, these boots are not waterproof, although this material is pretty resistant, and I did notice that it dries very quickly, so pretty good. Can't complain about that. It also does come with this, the way it's designed, the water, if you do step in a puddle, it's not like water gonna get right in there, because it does have this cool protection here which goes pretty high up, and as you can hear, it's raining right now outside, so maybe I should take them for another for another spin now, actually in the rain. but like I said, they are water resistant but not waterproof. If this does get wet, it's only a matter of time until the water starts getting through this material. So let's talk about the quality. Now the quality, there are not a lot of complaints whenever it comes to the quality. There are a few. If you look through Amazon reviews, you will find them. Basically the glue coming off, which is honestly, it can be a manufacturer's defect. So if you buy this boot and something like that happens to you, make sure to report it. And like I said, Daner, they're a great brand. I'm sure that they will handle the problem quickly. All right, let's talk about the bottom sole. This is my favorite part, I think. Now, the bottom sole, Daner, they actually partnered with Vibram to develop this special bottom sole, which is actually two-part. They utilize two different parts. If you will notice, it's a really cool design. It's very similar to what Salomon did on their boots, on their hiking boots. It's two different types of rubber, basically. The bottom piece is very strong to protect, from penetrating the bottom sole with something, if you like step on something sharp, for example. And the top one is very soft and flexible to give you that flexibility. I think it's pretty good. I really do like it, and you will see the comments of people, the reviews on Amazon, that they're loving it. I think it's fantastic. Now, overall, the bottom sole, as you can see, it's pretty versatile. It has sort of that aggression to it, but at the same time, it also is pretty flat. So you're not gonna have a lot of trouble, for example, if you walk through the mud, or if you're walking on shiny surfaces like tile. It is pretty grippy on the tile. I tested it on the tile as well. Pretty good job there. But overall, for your generic trail surfaces, they are pretty good. And they actually call it a mega grip, this bottom sole. Pretty cool. I like it. I think it's pretty versatile whenever it comes to the grippiness of the bottom sole. All right, so number 5 is the temperature. Now, personally, in my opinion, I am not a big fan of this Enduroweave material. Now, I know a few other Mountain 600 boots that Daner has, and it wasn't the issue with them. But this Enduroweave, in particular, felt a little bit hot for me. It sort of lacks that breathability. It's really weird because that's exactly what they tried to achieve, is to make this a little bit more breathable than the regular boots, but I think it just doesn't feel cool to me for some reason. I don't know. Well, I mean, I tested it in Florida heat, 95 degrees, so keep that in mind. Probably would be great for any other climate, but in tropical climate, a little bit on the hot side. Now, in the cold climate, I think they would do pretty well, although they are sort of thin. If you're getting them for a cold climate, get socks, again, something that is warm, warm socks would be great. Okay, so let's talk about the sizing. The sizing is perfect. There are no problems with sizing at all. They were true to the size. I get all my hiking boots in half a size bigger, and this is size 10, and like I said, it was perfect. Now, number 7 criteria is the balance of application. I think this is the most important one whenever it comes to our ultimate survival section in general, ultimate survival boots. Okay, so they do look great, and they look like something you could wear anywhere you go. Really doesn't matter. So I think that's a huge plus, because whenever it comes to survival situations, you need something that you can wear, because if you have a perfect pair of boots for your survival, right, and they're just laying in your closet, it might be a little bit of a disadvantage, because a survival situation, it can happen all of a sudden, and if you are not wearing these boots right now, you might not have time to put them on. With these boots, it might not be the case, because you can wear them anywhere you go. They just look, very modest, very stylish. It's not something that looks like post-apocalyptic view, right? Post-apocalyptic design. This is not the case with this boot, so pretty good there. They are very light, they're very comfortable to wear, so I think they are pretty good in that department as well. The bottom sole is pretty good, although I do feel like I would want a little bit more aggression. And there isn't anything specific here, as you can see on this sides, for climbing. You know, if you're trying to climb a rope, for example, you don't really have any aggression in this area of the bottom sole, or this one right here. So I think you could do a little better for ultimate survival situations. Perfect for hiking, maybe a little bit better for survival situation. You can probably find something a little bit better in that department. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the price. The price is pretty good. Currently they are on Amazon between $83 and $160, and I know it's a huge difference, but this size 10, they were $109, which is pretty competitive, pretty amazing, pretty good price. So again, if you are looking for a good pair of hiking boots, you can definitely consider these. They are awesome. Although I do have a few recommendations for you guys. Whenever it comes to hiking boots, you might find something else, and I do have reviews on a few other hiking boots, so definitely check out those reviews as well, because you never know, you might find something that you like more. Overall, great boot. I don't think that this boot will make it on my list of top ultimate survival boots, but nevertheless, great boot for hiking. I definitely recommend it. If you have your eyes on it, definitely get it, because they are pretty stylish, they are pretty cool, lightweight and comfortable. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. If you have any requests for comments for the reviews, I mean, let me know in the comments below and I will try to address those as well. Thank you very much guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.